This is the book of History of Modern India by Bipin Chandra. Now we are continuing with the chapters of this book. Now I am going to read the second chapter, Indian States and Society in the 18th Century. We have completed the three parts, decay of the Mughal Empire, Hyderabad and the Carnatic, and Bengal. Now I am going to read the third part, that is Awadh. Third part of the second chapter, Awadh. So let's start reading. This is the fourth part of the second chapter, Awadh. The founder of the autonomous kingdom of Awadh was Sadat Khan Burhanul Mulk, who was appointed governor of Awadh in 1722. He was an extremely bold, energetic, iron-willed, and intelligent person. At the time of his appointment, many rebellious Zamindars had raised their heads everywhere in the province. They refused to pay the land tax, organized their own private armies, erected forts, and defied the imperial government. For years, Sadat Khan had to wage war upon them. He succeeded in suppressing lawlessness and disciplining the big zamindars, and thus increasing the financial resources of his government. He won over the chieftains and zamindars through various concessions. Moreover, most of the defeated zamindars were also not displaced. They were usually confirmed in their estates after they had submitted and agreed to pay their dues, that is, land revenue, regularly. Sadat Khan also carried out a fresh revenue settlement in 1723. He is said to have improved the lot of peasant by levying equitable land revenue and by protecting him from oppression by the big zamindars. Like the Bengal Nawabs, he too did not discriminate between Hindus and Muslims. Many of his commanders and high officials were Hindus, and he curbed refractory zamindars, chiefs, and nobles, irrespective of their religion. His troops were well fed, well armed, and well trained. His administration was efficient. He too continued the Jagir system. Before his death in 1739, he had become virtually independent and had made the province a hereditary possession. He was succeeded by his nephew Safdar Jung, who was simultaneously appointed the Wazir of the Empire in 1748 and granted in addition the province of Allahabad. Safdar Jung brought the long period of peace to the people of Awadh and Allahabad before his death in 1754. He suppressed rebellious zamindars, won over others, and made an alliance with the Maratha Sardars so that his dominion was saved from their insurgents. He was able to win the loyalty of Rajput chieftains, Shekhzadas. He carried in warfare against the Rohilas and Bongas Pathan. In his war against the Bongas Pathans in 1750 to 1751, he secured Maratha military help by paying a daily allowance of Rs 25,000 and Jat support by paying Rs 15,000 a day. Later, he entered into an agreement with the Peshwa by which the Peshwa was to help the Mughal Empire against Ahmad Shah Abdali and to protect it from such internal rebels as the Indian Pathans and the Rajput Rajas. In return, the Peshwa was to be paid Rs 50 lakh, granted the Chauth of Punjab, Sindh, and several districts of northern India, and made the governor of Ajmer and Agra. The agreement failed, however, as the Peshwa went over the Safdar Jung's enemies at Delhi, who promised him the governorship of Awadh and Allahabad. Safdarjung also organized an equitable system of justice. He too adopted a policy of impartiality in the employment of Hindus and Muslims. The highest post in his government was held by Hindu Maharaja Nawab Rai. The prolonged period of peace and economic prosperity of the nobles under the government of the Nawabs resulted in time in the growth of a distinct Lucknow culture around the Awadh court. Lucknow, for long an important city of Awadh and the seat of the Awadh Nawab after 1775, soon revealed Delhi in its patronage of the arts and literature. It also developed as an important center of handicrafts, crafts, and culture, also perlocated to towns under the patronage of local chieftains and zamindars. Safdarjung maintained a very high standard of personality morality. All his life he was devoted to his only wife. As a matter of fact, all the all the founders of the three autonomous kingdoms of Hyderabad, Bengal, and Awadh, namely Nizamul Mulk, Murshid Quli Khan, and Alivardi Khan, and Sadat Khan and Safdarjung, were men of high personal morality. Nearly all of them led austere and simple lives. Their lives give lie to the belief that all the leading nobles of the 18th century led extravagant and luxurious life. It was only in their public and political dealings that they resorted to fraud, intrigue, and treachery. So, this was the fourth part of the second chapter. Thank you.